Okay, this is what's going on. So basically, I have this wood shop. Start of it. This is the status it's in. I put in this light, in this window, with this fan. There's this side of it, door, and a power washer because I power washed most of it. Today, my goal is to just rip all this out and all this out. So basically I started cleaning this whole thing out and it looked like this, but before it was a bunch of stuff that looked like this. Very gross, very hairy, but I got to work on just getting ready to clear out this shelf. And so I'm just taking a Sawzall with a blade that can handle boards and nails and basically cutting this entire part out. I had power washed this entire thing, but the thing is that I knew I needed a Sawzall for this and I didn't have it yet, so that's what you're seeing now. I cut a lot of this and I'm gonna see if I can get it to fall with a sledgehammer. Now you can see me awkwardly try to grab this thing. I did not know how to grab it at first, but eventually I get it. And that's what happens in life. You just get things. You just work through it and you do it. This is me just sweeping up, and because I'm a clean boy, and that's what needs to happen. I'm too lazy to use the front door, so I shove it through the back door. And I'm also just cutting nails there. Every day when I've been working on here, I get some kind of rash, and it's not good. It's not good. Even now, I can feel my whole neck itching up, and I don't know what it is, but it's definitely whatever the junk is. So I power washed the whole thing, except for this area because there was a bunch of junk on top of it. One thing I'm gonna do quick is right here in the floor, there's this one board that sticks up a lot. I'm gonna get my angle grinder and fix that. A whole thing happened where it started to snow and I started to get all this lumber inside because in Wisconsin, once it starts, you never know when it'll stop. This is me taking a Sawzall to this kind of doorway area to make it bigger, to kind of make the whole room a little more open. You can see I'm banging on it because I want it to leave my life, and it's not right away. But that's the thing with life is you keep banging on things and then eventually they go away. And so just get rid of the other one. Aggressively falls. Good stuff. Right here I'm just taking away some nails, and like I said, this blade is made for that. It's a wood and a nail blade, so that's helpful. Alright, for this next part you get to see me attempt to make this desk. All I'm doing is taking this old piece that I had knocked down earlier that you guys just saw, the sledgehammer, and all I'm doing is cutting it down to fit one bench in here to make this a quote-unquote functional wood shop. because we need an area to be able to work on stuff. And I had gone ahead and powered washed this thing as well. So all I'm doing is taking a Sawzall and cutting this thing down to size. And then later on, we'll fit it snug as a bug to the wall. We have a visitor. Yeah. All I'm doing here is sanding it down and removing those nails. Nothing big, just probably 120 grit, and just to get something down so it's not just raw power washed wood. And so this is me assembling the bench. Now this bench will be screwed into the wall, but here I am marking it, and I'm sure I'll mention it here in a second how I totally messed it up. And you get to see when I realize that. Alright, let's see if this slides into place. Definitely gonna be some repair work, but we'll see if this fits. I need some carving right there. So I thought this was going to be a really satisfying fit, but it will be, just not yet. So I'll work on it. Alright, update. I made a mistake. So these will slide in, they'll push, right? But these I measured so that the whole thing would, you know, when it's out, it would fit. So I'm gonna just rip off this whole board because that's where we're at. Here's a really important thing to note is that I know very, very little about woodworking, but I'm trying to get better. And this is where we start. And I think it's also important to show these kind of mistakes, even though like I'm looking back and I'm like, oh, that was silly. But you know, a lot of YouTubers don't even show anything they messed up on. They just show their perfect product. And so I think it's important to point out these silly mistakes, even if it is like, oh wow, that's embarrassing. How did I measure that wrong? But that's just how it is. Now, what I'm doing here is I got a whole bunch of woodworking, I guess, tools from my brother. Oh, there's my dad. And basically, half of them don't work. Oh, there's Dad again.
Sorry.
But
It's supposed to be professional.
they will work. The bandsaw's decrepit. The table saw scare. Oh, all right, Dad. The table saw scares me. To be honest, it sounds really like it's gonna like the disc is gonna fling off and kill me. But we'll see, and we'll see if any of these tools come in handy. Well, guys, there is a lot to be desired here, but we have a desk. Is the cobble job together? Yes. Will I be upgrading in the future? Yes. So that kind of concludes this part one. We got all this stuff that I'll be putting together and making look pretty in here. But we have a functioning desk. So that means this is a functioning wood shop. So thanks all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.